Hi, Rosie again. So, off to shine my happy bubble, because after the last 2 years, what we've gone through, all our happy bubbles need shining. Now, I'm quite concerned about the upcoming federal election. It is not looking good. Everybody's saying, I don't want anybody. I'm going to do a donkey vote. Now, a donkey vote is when you vote informally. For if anybody from overseas manages to get a hold of this video, we have to vote here. We've got no choice. It's not just, vote if you want to. No, there's a fine if you don't vote. And I could get a copy of the ballot paper because, my husband's arrived, but it's his and I'm not touching it. But it's like, you long for... And there's two of them, so we've got the House of Representatives and the Senate. And we've got a really big problem. And we've got a problem in that our system is basically two parties. And the third is supposed to keep them in line. But the third here is the Greens. And I'm sorry if everybody thinks that the Greens are a good thing. They're not. You read their manifesto. I don't like it. And I think they make communism look like a walk in the park, so I'm not a fan. So the last 2 years, 18 months or so, we've all been part of a great big medical experiment that started with no medications being available. Doctors not allowed to treat. Doctors told that if you say, you will get cured using this thing, they've been getting in trouble. And this seems to be in the Western world, so it's not worldwide, just lots of governments did this. And then once we got the jab, doctors in Australia were they're losing their jobs if they dare to exempt or advise against. Now, this is experimental. The reason I'm getting back into my profession is because there aren't many lawyers who aren't jabbed. So, and I guess there's this part of me that thinks the whole system's been captured here in Australia, and we've been set up that come the end of the year we're going to go to digital ID. My Gov ID doesn't work. I have not been able to log back into the system since I first got it. I know I'm using the right password. At least I'm pretty sure I'm using the right password, and I just cannot get into it. And instead of just being able to phone a helpline and they help you reset your password, I know. They say, do it again. So you do it again and then it doesn't do your password. And I think that's what might have happened. That it's now registered the new password, but it won't let me use the thing. And I hate digital ID, especially when it's linked to everything. Don't like it. Digital currency is coming. So, grandkids won't be getting that $10 note or $5 note in the card anymore because the notes don't exist. And if you noticed anything about what happened in Canada, when the government didn't like what people were spending their money on, that is when they supported the truckers with a GoFundMe, the government they just can't access your accounts. What? My money, I'm allowed to spend it on what I want.